Hello, welcome to our Sahaja Yoga online meditation. My name is David, and tonight we are going to have some meditation focused on collectivity. Collectivity is the quality of the fifth chakra, the Vishuddhi chakra. So if you are coming for the very first time, we always would like to ask you to go to our first class, the introduction that was given by the founder of Sahaja Yoga, Sri Mataji Nirmala Devi. And the introduction to Sahaja Yoga is in the link in the description of this video, as well as the first meditation, and it's called the self-realization exercise. So if you're first coming for the first time, Sahaja means spontaneous, and yoga means union, which means that with Sahaja Yoga, we'll have a spontaneous union with yourself and with the whole environment around you. So we have the connection between our physical, emotional, and spiritual bodies. So you feel the sense of unity. And tonight, as I mentioned, we will have a meditation about collectivity, and we will be led by Gennaro, and he will start now this meditation.
Thank you, David. Welcome, everyone. So, as you heard, it's to do with the Vishuddhi, the throat area. So, as we do always at the beginning, we raise our Kundalini and we put ourselves in bandha. So, raising the Kundalini, you rotate your right hand around the left hand, bring your right up to the top and tie a knot. Bring it down again from the base of the spine, all the way up to the top, and tie 2 knots. And on a third occasion, tie 3 knots. And then what we're going to do from left, with your right hand, from left to right, we'll just do a rainbow around the body and back again, 7 times for 7 chakras. And then at the end, we bring our hands together. So what we're going to do at the moment, we're going to close our eyes, bring our attention inside at the base of the spine. So be aware what's happening in your hands as well. If there's any coolness. And with our attention from the spine, we bring the Kundalini up to the top of our head. So we desire for this Kundalini to rise right up to the Sahasrara, which is the limbic area. So we can bring both our hands pointed to Mother Earth. If you're sitting on a chair, just point your hands to Mother Earth. If you're sitting on the ground, just put both of your hands on Mother Earth. And then we just ask Mother Earth, please absorb any impurity which is in my subtle system. So we can say again, please Mother Earth, take away any impurity which is in my subtle system. And we slowly bring back our hands on our lap, palm open up. And again, try to bring your attention from the spine to the top of our head. Just feel the Kundalini coming up through the center channel. And then manifest ourselves on top of our head, coming out from the fontanelle bone area, and giving you that connection to yoga. So again, we must desire for this happening. So let's keep our attention for a minute or so on top of our head and be aware of what's happening in your hands. So with this Kundalini, all we have to do is desire, and she'll does all the work. So we slowly open our eyes. We're going to watch a video Shimadaji giving a talk on this subject, Vishuddhi, which is collectivity.
Collectivity doesn't mean that we all should be stuck together with some glue or something, or we all become like Gibraltar, Rock of Gibraltar. No, it doesn't mean that. It means wherever you are connected. That is collectivity. But if you are not connected and you are just glued together, it's very inconvenient to live under such circumstances. I think people don't even understand the meaning of collectivity. Where there's not the other, ananya, where there's not the other, there's no other personality. These personalities are separated from you because of left and right, or could be both. But you are yourself fully when you are absolutely detached and your Kundalini is dancing. You are alone and never alone. This oneness with the whole gives you all the security that you want, all the joy you want. And that's why Kundalini awakening means collectivity. Unless and until you want pure collectivity in your being, Kundalini won't rise. So now, let us see how do we uh, miss out on collectivity. It's a very practical, down to earth understanding. First, we must know without collectivity we cannot exist. As the body has to be in connection with the brain, in the same way, without collectivity, Sahaja Yoga cannot exist. Once you understand that, then you have to work it out that collectivity is absolutely established within and without. I do not know what thing comes first in the human mind about another person. But the first thing is that these are your real relations, and nobody else are your relations. These children are your children, and these men are your brothers, and these ladies are your sisters, and we are one big family together. We are part and parcel of one body. As this hand cannot hit another hand, thank God it doesn't think. Otherwise, as human beings, they might start thinking against another hand. But they don't, because they are connected to one brain activity. So we can see that when we ascend in the collective consciousness and we have collective living, collective meeting, at the Vishuddhi Chakra, Sri Krishna established this, or he manifested this pure relationship of a sister. In a collective life that we have, in the ashram where we live, where we move about at service, if we do not have this basic principle within us, there will be a chaos, complete chaos. Once this purity of relationship is established, that apart from my wife, all the rest are my sisters or mothers, it cannot be a proper society. And the chaos of the social system of America is because they have no sense of pure relationships. Once you call somebody a sister, she's a sister. And once you call somebody a brother, she's a brother. It's not only that you should be born of the same parents, it's not necessary. But this is a very important principle to have a very pure society where everybody can live peacefully. Think of the tree which is, say, in a turmoil or during earthquake. It won't grow. When the earthquake stops, everything becomes quiet, everything is peaceful, then only the tree can grow. In the same way, our growth can only take place if we are peaceful within ourselves. So, for a Kundalini growing wider and wider and rising higher and higher, first thing is we must have peace within ourselves. But this peace is possible if you can make really peace with others. If you cannot make peace with others who are in Sahaja Yoga, who are in the collective, if you are in a turmoil, this Kundalini can never rise. That is why collectivity is so important. Without collectivity, your Vishuddhi cannot open. And without collectivity, you cannot have the growth of your spirituality. If the growth of the spirituality, as they say, the tree of life is upside down and the roots are in the brain. And this Kundalini has to go and water that brain as we water the roots. Then it starts flowing downward. And that's how we start expanding. Now, Mother has said we have to have compassion. Now, where do you have our compassion? On the walls, where do we use our compassion? Where do we use our compassion? So Sahaja Yoga is to be practiced doesn't mean that you sit down with my photograph all the time. Doesn't mean that. It means you practice compassion. You practice that. Then you have to practice love. Now, how do you practice love with others? If you love someone, what do? You try to please that person. Small things can make people very happy. I know you all try to please me very much. You'll give me presents, you'll find out things which are good for me, you'll go out of the way, buy sweet flowers for me. Beautiful things you do to please me. I'm over pleased, I must tell you. But I'm more pleased, much more pleased if you understand collectivity and try to please each other. So now the practice love, where do you practice? Ask you a question. Where do I practice love? What do I love? Love our house, we love our photographs, our decorations, everything. But do I practice this love on my wife or on my uh, husband or on other surgeries?
So we talk a little bit about collectivity. Obviously, the Vishuddhi is the collectivity, and as Shumadiji said, it's the pure relationship. So when Kundalini reaches this point, we realize, or we get to know that we all part and parcel of each other. As Shumadiji said, we're all brothers and sisters. So there's this equality, and they can be anywhere. But that connection is still there because this is to do with this connection as well. So we have this connection as we're here in a group or also with others, and we can feel the others as well. So we're going to say a mantra of the deity which resides in this Vishuddhi chakra. So if David puts it up, we can say the mantra. Okay, here we go. So we say the mantra twice, I think. Okay, so Om Tvameda Sakshat Shri Radha Krishna Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mata Shri Radha Krishna Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. So the Vishuddhi chakra is the two index fingers. So if left and right. Okay. So what we can do as well, we can give vibration to the Vishuddhi. So with your right hand, we go clockwise. And then we just offer to Mother Earth. So if there is a problem, we pick it up and we offer it to Mother Earth. Just see if there's any tingling in the Vishuddhi finger. We just bring our hand onto our lap. Again, we can close our eyes and there'll be a bit of music on. So try to keep your attention in Sahasrara and decide that the Kundalini should clear the Vishuddhi chakra. So at this point, we can raise our Kundalini and we put ourselves in band down. So the raising of the Kundalini. And we just bring our hands together. So if there is any question, you can write to us. And I'll leave you to David.
Well, hi, Gennaro. It was great meditation. Thank you so much for this wonderful talk on collectivity. So just some reminders. We have so one reminder, it's very important that we meditate at home every day. So this is something that will enhance for sure your experience, your mental silence. So to meditate at home every day. Gennaro, perhaps would you like to explain how to meditate at home every day?
Yeah, sure. Well, what I usually do, it's come down, put a candle on. If you have a photograph of Shimadiji, you have a candle. So we do it every morning. So we just bow down, raise a Kundalini, put ourselves in band down, and just meditate. Meditation, as you know, is a state. It's not what you do. It's actually a state which you get into. So the silent state, obviously. So that's what I usually do. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And then go to work. Raise your Kundalini, put yourselves in band down. But I find it quite important to, before you go out, raise your Kundalini and give yourself a band down. So it, as you probably know, it's a protection. So we protect the subtle body. So this is what I do every morning. But meditation, you can spend as much as you want, but again, is a state which you enter. So there's no time limit, if you like.
Perfect. So just to conclude, so we have also a very special beginner's kit. So if you have also any questions, you can check out the link in the description where you can get to this page. That's the beginner's kit. So there's a lot of information, what you can do at home, and a lot of useful sort of techniques that might help you to get to the mental silence and to have this nice meditation, as Gennaro mentioned. And final, we have here the WhatsApp group. So we are having now updates like very often, like 3 times a week. We have some updates, and you can get a lot of information on how you can meditate by joining also our group that's in the description below, in the description of this video, and you can join a WhatsApp group. So I think that's it for tonight. Thank you very much again, Gennaro, and see you next time.
Everyone, have a good week.